Hey everyone, so I really wanted to do a quick review here of the Lexin B4FM headset for your snowmobile helmets or motorcycle helmets here. So I just did a quick trip here yesterday on my snowmobiles here with my girlfriend, and we rode about 120 miles. It was 6 hours straight of riding, and we had these on intercom mode so we could talk to each other. So what I found was this: the audio is fantastic. You're not short. I thought for sure with being, on a snow machine that, may have been a little bit louder, that, with wind noise and engine noise, that you wouldn't be able to hear each other talking, but that was not an issue. These units did fantastic. The speakers did fantastic inside of the helmet, and the noise was no issue at all. Here's where there was a little bit of an issue. So I could tell my girlfriend was a little bit farther behind me when my headset began to crackle a little bit, especially in wooded areas, but even on the open fields that we rode through. And that was because she was too far behind. But it wasn't super far behind, it was maybe a quarter of a mile, if that, and it began to crackle. Now, don't get me wrong, we could still talk and hear each other fine, but we could hear that disconnection between the two of us when it came to that distance away. Now, luckily for us, we're only, at most a quarter mile apart at any given time, so it doesn't really matter, for us. But those of you who ride in larger groups may notice that separation, especially in wooded areas. But that's a minor inconvenience for us, and for her, it really didn't bother her as much as it bothered me. But I do have to say this unit was easy to install. I did not drill into my helmet. I did not want to do that. And I just used a 3M tape, and it was below zero yesterday, and this held on just fine. At speeds of 60 miles an hour, it was great. So pretty easy to use even with gloves on. You have your intercom button, your volume up, volume down, and power button. And the little adapter there for the speakers is pretty dang insulated as well. So the biggest gripe we had, and it could be our two helmets, this is a Modular 3 from Ski-Doo, and this is an FXR helmet, I do believe. Whatever hers is here. This is an FXR helmet. So the pressure that these speakers cause in both of our heads were astronomically bad. Now, I've ridden days where I've gone 10 hours plus riding straight, basically, with, a few pee breaks here and there. I've never had any issue with this helmet pushing on me, but these, after about 30 minutes, caused such a massive headache that, I pushed through the pain. She did not. Where hers are located are a little bit more inside of the helmet, tougher to see because that's a tougher helmet to work on. So I'm going to have to readjust these somehow to where they're not digging into my ears. Otherwise, these are very, very, very painful units. And I can't upsize the helmet at all because then it doesn't fit around my neck and it doesn't fit around my head. So there's really nothing you can do to change that. So I'm going to have to bring these home and work on them a little bit to try to get them to fit better in the helmets. Otherwise, we can't use this product. So that's kind of the first big gripe. That's really the only gripe I have about these Lexins. For the money, they're completely worth it, but the comfort of these are just not, it's just not there. So now I'm going to have to figure out how to essentially either put this underneath the pad like I did hers, but it still hurts her, or, figure out what I'm going to do with this, because really when you feel the speaker, it's pretty large. Like, that's a large area to be, and it's hard to be pushing onto your skull, basically, or your ears. So that's my big gripe about it. But otherwise, I would say those of you who ride, partners a lot, this is perfect for two people. The connection was great. The ease of use was great. If you don't want to talk to them, you just got to press that button. If you do, you just got to press that button. It's simple, as long as the power is on. Very easy to control. We had no issues with any of that. So at the end of the day, very happy with the product, except the one glaring issue of the skull. You don't want headaches when you ride, and when it's pushing on your skull, that tends to cause headaches. So we're going to figure that out, and hopefully this will be fixed and we can reuse these products. But overall, very happy for $170. Wow. You don't get much of a better product in the wired microphone riding business than these Lexin B4FMs.